Hey guys, welcome back to the FPL xGod podcast for Game Weekly OD of XG. So this week I had some family emergencies and I did not have enough time for recording myself while I speak over the screen recordings. So yeah, please forgive me for that. I know it's a final game week, but yeah, I tried to get as much as I could out of this. Yeah, this is as usual a late upload, but again, forgive me for that. I've tried my best and good luck. You'll be seeing my team selection and my potential transfers and a little bit about like what you should be doing for your final day prep. And along with that, I'll be talking about some differentials that you should be going for the final game week. So yeah, good luck and move on to the next section. So this was my game week 37. I had a pretty decent game week, except for the fact that my last second decision was to bench Bamford. If you follow me on Twitter, you can see how I was confused about who to bench. My realistic options were Lingard and Digne and Shaw. I was leaning towards Lingard, but just because of Rodrigo's performance, Bamford's sub 60 minutes, I decided to bench Bamford last second, which realistically did not cost me a place in the top 10k, but yeah, I would probably be a lot higher than 46k, like around 39k. Yeah, but other than that, I think my team performed well. Shaw has been he hasn't been returning points even though he plays well. My double Everton clean sheet and removing Mendy for Pickford in the previous game week for a -4 has been working out brilliantly. Other than that, yep, I liked my team. Everyone did well. Like, I expected DCL to score a goal and Mason or Shaw to return something. So yeah, I guess that didn't happen. But Bruno, Salah and Kane blanked, so basically everyone's captain blanked other than the people who went differential. Yeah, not too concerned about the Salah fail. I did want to captain Bruno though, because he was playing a home game and all the United fans are finally getting to see their God. But yeah, I'll take it. Other than the Bamford things, I think I did everything by logic and what's good on paper. So yeah, the Bamford thing really hurts hard because I went from an impromptu irrational decision over an informed decision. But yeah, that's how FPL goes. So let's move on to the final game week of the season. Like, my target right now is to stay in the top 50k, so it might be very different from most of yours, where you are wondering about going for differentials and topping your mini leagues or getting that final push to the top 100k or wherever your target is. So yeah, if you look at my main mini leagues, which are these, I guess, I'm first in 3 of them and like comfortably first in most of them. I think all of them. This is the only one I'm not, and I definitely can't reach the first guy. He's in the top 10k. I can target for this guy. He's 10 points ahead, but if you see, you can look at this and know that he also has 2 free transfers, and so do I. I do have a bare team value, so I think I can move that around. But knowing how the final game week's gonna go, I'm pretty sure I'll have a lot of money in the bank. So yeah, let's look at how we line up before the transfers. So we have Foster in goal as of now. If he doesn't play, Pickford comes on, that's fine. Pickford plays City, so I don't want to start him. As for my defense, we have Trent Alexander-Arnold against Crystal Palace at home. The last time Liverpool faced Crystal Palace, it was a 7-0 riot. So I'm totally fine with Trent. He's a good captaincy pick for differentials, but I'm gonna go safe. You'll see. Dallas against West Brom, brilliant. Like, I don't need to talk much about him. He's been the highest point getter among all defenders. Trent is second with a lot of games missed. But yeah, Dallas is brilliant. He has the most outside the box goals this season. He's absolutely brilliant. As for Shaw, there is a lot of worry about him playing given they play Europa League final on Wednesday. So that's the thing with all United assets. I'll be talking a little more about like how to find lineups and how you can find predicted lineups. It's going to be on Twitter. Like FPL is a lot of Twitter. So if you want early info or info that's not readily available for casual managers, Twitter is your place to go. Digne, I don't think I'll be playing him. He plays City, but if I had to play an Everton asset, I would go for Digne. He provides good attacking returns whenever one of James or Sigurdsson do not play, and James is out for this game. So Digne is a decent shout, but not the best player. Like if I was on a free hit or something, definitely not going for him. As for my mids, Lingard, yeah, he assisted that one goal towards the end, which helped me so much. It was a goal assist for my men Lingard, Antonio, and that helped me push up a few ranks. I went up from 53k to 46k. If that hadn't happened, I kept tracking my live rank on live FPL, and I would be like 100 places up or down. That's it. Greenwood, again, as I spoke about United assets, like I'll be waiting till the last second for league lineups so I can make my transfers accordingly. Greenwood may or may not start this week for me. As for Salah, he's captain. Like I'm not looking at anyone else. If you're looking for differentials, do not go for Salah captaincy. So from what I have seen in my years of experience of FPL, yes, differential players affect a lot, but differential captain matters way more than the differential transfer. So captain wisely, like Dallas is a decent shout, Bamford's a decent shout, Chris Wood is a decent shout, Mane is a very good shout. More on Mane later. So, actually right now, because next up is Bruno Fernandes, the highest point getter of this FPL season. Bruno has played the most games in all comps by any Premier League player this season, but I am worried about his minutes in the final day. They have nothing to lose. They have nothing to gain from this game. Nothing to lose. I don't know. Yeah, we've seen Ole start Bruno in inconsequential games, but I highly doubt Bruno plays this game. Even if he does, I highly doubt he gets more than 60 minutes. So yeah, Bruno looks like he won't be part of my 11 for tomorrow, or today, if you like when I upload this video. As for Mikel Antonio, he's brilliant. If Mark Noble's not on the pitch, he's taking the pens also. If you see his post-match, he talks about it. Antonio is brilliant. Like I don't need to talk much about him. As for Bamford, he plays West Brom. I made the grave mistake of dropping him last week. But yeah, no, he starts this week for sure. As for my bench, you'll see DCL, Jota, Semedo, Pickford in there. I've already spoken about why Pickford's not in it. DCL might make it to my lineup over Greenwood. We'll see how that goes. Jota is another one of my transfers this week. So, and Semedo doesn't play. He plays United. I don't want him in my first 11. As for my transfers, I am almost definitely taking Bruno and Jota out, and almost definitely getting Mane in. So I'll have 7.1 for another mid. So if you look at this sorting, I'm sorting it by form. I already know the fixtures, so I know who's like up there right now for me. Mateus Pereira is a doubt. He's a very good shot, but he's a doubt for the game. I doubt, the only motivation he has right now is to get transferred to a Premier League or another league, because his team's going down. He's Brazilian. He's not like a West Brom product that he would care that much. Joe Willock is a brilliant shout. He is a slight doubt. It may not show here, but like if you see the press conference, like he is a slight doubt. And Joelinton is a good doubt, so there's a chance Willick plays striker. He is one of the people I'm looking at. And the only other person I would be looking at for my this transfer would be Jack Harrison or Rafinha. They have a very good fixture against West Brom, one of the worst defenses. Harrison has better numbers over the last few weeks, but you cannot discount what Rafinha has did over the season. He has been out and out one of the best players this season, and I would go for him. But if you see Bielsa's press conference, he speaks about how Pablo Hernandez and Berardi would be leaving after the season. They have nothing to lose or gain. He already confirmed Meslier does not play the last 2 games and Kiko Casilla does it. So I can see Berardi and Pablo Hernandez play. So it's a slight risk getting any Leeds players in right now. I'm leaning more towards Willick and Ferran Torres. Again, as I mentioned, I'll be waiting till the last second to make my transfers for any league lineups. Ferran Torres, if he starts, I want him in. Everton have kept clean sheets, but they're not one of the better defenses if you look at the underlying. Ferran Torres, if he does play, he will either play right wing or up top. He's been very good when he starts. And believe me, he's a sensational talent. Like, City got him for a steal. I do not understand how Pep does this. He gets these attacking players for relatively cheaper. We won't go to the defensive buys, but he gets these relatively cheap, really good talents, and somehow he convinces them that they will not be playing in the first or second year, and then they will become stars. Look at Bernardo Silva. Look and keep looking for Ferran Torres. That guy is talented. And that goal for me is the goal of the season. That backheel volley of the Gundo assist in game week 36. That was brilliant. He was unlucky game week 37. He started the game, but due to the early Cancelo red, he was the one who was sacrificed, which kind of makes me wonder that he should be playing this game. But yeah, that's about it for my transfers. I'll be talking more about differential transfers and everything in the next section. So for this section of this video, I'll be talking about some differential transfers that you should be going for when you're going for your mini league win or your target. This is what you do when you are not at the target yet and are somewhat close and you want to get there. So you go for the safer picks when you want to maintain, and if you want to hit up and punch up, you go for the differentials. So obviously I spoke about how captain differential matters a lot, but now let's look at player differentials. So always remember, ownership over here does not reflect true ownership, because the top 10k is what I generally look at for ownership, because those are the most active and informed managers, whatever you want to call it. And you'll have ownership of a player like a Gundo or someone very high, because it's based off the people who have stopped playing in the last 5-10 weeks. So it can be a little skewed at times, but it's a good measure of who to go for. So let's look at some differential forwards. So some good, although Kane is highly owned, there are a lot of people not backing Kane for this game against Leicester. I personally am not, but he is a semi-decent differential if you also go and captain him. Other good differentials, again, Iheanacho, there'll be many people having him, including him and Vardy basically, but no one's gonna be really captaining them. Bamford, again, high ownership, no captaincies. Obviously a lot of captaincies, but you know what I mean. Timo Werner is someone who I really like for a differential punt. If I see any leak lineup that Timo Werner is starting for sure for this game before the big UCL game, I would love to go for him. It's a must-win game for Chelsea. Timo Werner has one of the best underlying stats, and even though he's underperformed, he still has a decent amount of points to back it up, and just imagine what he could do if he actually stayed on side or finished better. Other than that, like very good differential picks would be Bobby Firmino. I would not be going for Edinson Cavani given the Europa League final on Wednesday. Bobby Firmino is a very good differential pick. I think for most of us, it's come down to which 3 Liverpool to go for. For those of you like me who had Jota, have the option to move somewhere else right now, I'm looking at getting Mane in, so that's why Bobby misses out, but he's a very good pick for now. Chris Wood, again, a brilliant pick. He plays the worst team of the season. He should haul. Like, I don't see why he doesn't haul. As for other people, Rodrigo's a semi-decent one. Aguero. Okay, let's talk about Aguero. One of the absolute legends of the game. Legends of the Premier League. There's no denying about it. He is going to be playing his last ever game in the Premier League. He is joining my club, Barcelona. I'm happy and sad about it. Like, I'm not too invested in a 33-year-old, but an absolute legend of the game. Maybe he makes Messi stay, but that's going off topic. Yeah, Aguero's last ever game, I don't see how he does not get minutes. He is training again. He has to get some minutes. If you're just going for absolute punts, Aguero is a must punt. As for others, like, I don't really see much over here. Like, I don't think even in your punt you would want to go for any of these guys. Yeah, so that's for forwards. As for midfielders, there are a lot of options, like loads of options. Grealish, again, this ownership reflects like the non-active FPL managers. Like, no, like a lot of the people do not have him right now. Yes, he plays as Spurs, but you want differential players who are big names. He is one of them. James Ward-Prowse is pretty decent. Again, I would not be going for United assets given like the high risk of rotation this week. Rafinha is a brilliant pick. Like, I won't really call him just a punt or a differential. Rafinha, Harrison, these are absolutely nice ones. As for Sadio Mane, this is the one I'm going for. He's a punt as well as a premium punt. It doesn't get better than this. And if you remember the last Crystal Palace game, I keep talking about this, it was a 7-0. Sadio Mane played less than 60 minutes and he hauled heavy. And then Salah came on for him and hauled heavier. I just want a repeat of that. As for others, like Harrison is a good one. Mateus Pereira is a very good one, but he is a good doubt for the game. Gareth Bale, I would have preferred him last week playing in front of home fans, but he did not even start, so a little extra risky. Raheem Sterling is a nice one, given I don't see how he starts in the UCL final. So he should be good for that. Trossard is decent, but they play a semi-decent Arsenal defense. As for the others, like obviously I've spoken about Willock and Torres. Those are the ones I'm confused between. Absolutely brilliant picks for now. Yeah, I wouldn't go for like a Dele Alli. Like, I have no inclination to ever go for him. El Ghazi is a decent shout, but again, a tougher Spurs defense relative to what you would be going for targeting your punts. And as for defenders, I won't really advise like too many defender changes. It's the last game week. Like, people who don't have much to gain or lose, they tend to go heavier on attack. So defense can be leaky. You can go for like attacking defenders like Dallas, Trent, but we're talking about differentials now. Differential defenders, like I'm not too inclined. Like, Dunk is returning from a 2-game suspension. He's a pretty decent one. If you're low on cash, Stroik is a pretty decent one. Like, he should be playing this game given their injuries. And no, but like Tierney is a very good differential defender, my bad. Like, for all those on free hits or something, like Tierney is a brilliant one. He plays a Brighton team without Welbeck or Maupay, and we all know how they underperform the XG anyway. Antiani's attack is absolutely brilliant. He's a pretty good one. Nat Phillips is an absolutely brilliant pick, but we all know about him. So like, even though he's low owned, I won't be talking about him as a differential. But yeah, that's about it for the differentials. Now I'll just like talk about what prep to do for this final day, and we should be good to go. Good luck. So I will talk about your final game day prep. So I as I've always said, I try to save my transfers till the end unless there are like price changes that lock me out of certain transfers. But this week I haven't even looked at price changes. I am not making any changes before the last 5 or 10 minutes. I will wait for every single leak lineup. And just to give you an idea of how to navigate the world of FPL Twitter, so please do not believe any team news that you see on Twitter by a non-verified journalist unless they have sourced a verified journalist who has written the same thing. You will find many troll accounts trying to troll casual managers on Twitter all day tomorrow. So yes, one account I want to talk about, Odds on FPL. They will give you apt United lineups at least. Even if you see this tweet itself, that's what he's talking about. People are asking him that. Heisenberg is a big FPL manager. You can see that. And yeah, like there are many accounts, but yes, please follow verified ones. Follow me. You will see that I do not retweet any random fake lineup. I will try to retweet only the potentially the best ones and the ones that actually give you some information. Also, always every single week go through the press conferences to see who should be playing and who shouldn't. This is the final game, and a lot of teams don't care about their position because it's kind of done. So target teams that have a lot to play for, like a Chelsea, a Leicester, a Liverpool. Those teams have a lot to play for. The relegation teams are done. We do not have that to worry about. But yeah, just like make sure like you do not go for too many the top United or City assets because they have it, and semi Chelsea ones because they have a big Europe final coming up. And also support Ola Hovde. He's going for the champion of FPL. He's currently ranked number 1 and he has been among the top throughout the season. Like, kudos to him. Brilliant manager. But yeah, please just like navigate FPL Twitter safely. Do not believe any news you see. And yes, I wanted to end on this. Look at Suarez. He's absolutely a legend. I have nothing but love for this man, as you can see from the tweet here also. He's an absolute legend of the game. Thank you so much for being a part of Barcelona. And good luck, FPL managers. And have the greatest of weeks. Hope you win your mini leagues. Hope you get whatever target you're going for. Welcome back to the final episode of Mac vs. Charlie. So the score now is 4-1, but over here we like to make things interesting. So we'll play for triple points.
Okay.
Just so you can tie it up.
Okay. So if I win this, it's tied.
Yeah.
Okay. Triple or nothing,
And
double or nothing.
yeah, I was thinking we'll make it further interesting by like having captain and all, but then we'll just go for a premium player for no reason.
Yeah. Oba.
I said premium.
I still said Oba.
But yeah, so you have first pick this week. Who are you
I am
going for?
confused between two players, but I'm just going to go ahead with Chris Wood versus Sheffield.
Okay, yeah. Easiest fixture, I guess.
Yeah.
I am confused.
And I heard Barnes got arrested or some shit, so...
Barnes has done some weird shit.
So he should definitely play.
Like he
No,
will
last
play
week
anyway.
resting.
Yeah.
No, last week resting, but it's Sean Dyche, so he will play.
Like Bamford, I was thinking, but not risking all that. I'll just straight up go for Antonio. He should be on pens also now.
Yeah.
So that added benefit.
Rice missed a pen, no?
And Antonio said after, like in his post match, that I don't think Rice is gonna take a pen again. I'll definitely take over him.
Watch Mark Noble come in next game.
if he's playing, like he will take the pens.
Yeah, but it's fine. Penalty is not that big a deal. Antonio will score regardless.
Then for my first pick, I am not really sure whether to go for a mid or a defender first. Like, who am I more attached to, I guess? I did think about like a Son, but like bad fixture. I think I'll go safe and go for Trent. Must-win game, Crystal Palace. Pretty easy.
Yeah. Last game before Euros for him, no?
Yeah, like but I hope England squad is announced before the game. Every other team is announced a squad.
Yeah.
So you
well, that kind of messes it up. I wanted Robbo.
You can go for it.
No, I'm thinking now to switch it up. I'll go with Sufal.
Ooh, against West Ham was this game, Southampton. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, we both have a lot of budget for the mids.
Yeah. But I think I'm going to end up going cheap only.
I think I'm going extremely cheap.
Yeah, I think same.
I'm either going for... Ooh, I've just thought of an interesting one.
Okay. But I still have first pick, so...
Yeah. Like, I don't think you're going for any of the ones I'm thinking.
Yeah. I'm going with my main man, bro. Gabby Martinelli.
Nice. Yeah. I did consider his teammate, Pepe.
Pepe?
Oh. Pepe looking fire right now.
Yeah. Bro, only if he passed more.
No, he should just shoot like this. No one in that team knows how to shoot. I don't think anyone in that team can shoot better than him right now.
It's fine. But
I'll go for... I'm very confused. It's again like if Ferran Torres will play or no.
Go for it.
It's between Ferran Torres, Harrison, Rafinha and Joe Willock.
Rafinha.
Joe Willock seems too good. Like he had some slight issue. So again, slight risk. I'll just go for Ferran Torres. Heavy risk.
Let's go.
Yeah, good upside. I'll go for it. So my
I was talking about Pepe not shooting. Look at the man behind me. Not passing. Not passing.
Oh yeah, we decided to not do the background thing this week.
Yeah, it's the Hall of Fame weekend.
Yep, he has the NBA Hall of Fame.
Latest inductee to the Hall of Fame.
And I have all the first inductees of the Prem Hall of Fame. Yeah, I know that they're reversed, but like that's what happens in the mirror thing. But yeah, shout out to all these legends over here and like whichever more are going to get in right now. But especially Shearer and Henry, absolute legends.
Who are the next two? Who will be the next two to get in now?
No clue.
Also, why are they doing it in a 2x2 basis?
Like it's just like these two were original inductees and the rest they're just like voting in. And like so in the order they come also matters a little. Like that's what the
they should have a massive event of just like naming them like the top 25 or something, like the first 25 inductees. And
this way they're actually causing more controversy because of the Scholes Gerrard Lampard debate, and that's what they want. They want people to talk about it. Gerrard
Lampard. Now put Scholes also in it.
Yeah. Scholes will come in, like it's about a when and not if.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's it for the week.
Yeah.
We'll see you all next season for this now with an updated version of the game.
Yeah. Best of luck, buddy.
Good luck. See you next time.